the Fish Fam is they got contested twice in a row right after and just couldn't get reestablished. They couldn't group together in those long spawn lines like you were talking about. I mean, they could be painful.
Yeah, you know, I was rooting for Raven's revenge, man. I might have to jump on the Llama record
bandwagon. Really? One match?
Just one, dude.
One match? That was quick. All right, well, he jumps on the bandwagon. We're going to jump on over to Pookie, who has an interview for us.
Thank you so much, guys. I am here down on Arena 4 with our champions here. We have the Llama Record Company. Now, have any of you ever played this? Let's go to you first.
Yeah, we had a few training sessions yesterday, and we were totally dominating the game mode. So, I mean, we are by far the best team here, and right now we feel very confident. Yeah.
Well, you certainly played, but you were looking from behind there. So your strategy was kind of to get those points that are slower occurring at the very beginning, and then kind of go into the middle and kind of start dominating near the end. Who made that call?
I mean, that was pretty much me, yeah. Like, we know that at 7 minutes, like, the middle just opens up. You got like 12 points instead of 3. So, yeah, we decided to work on that. We weren't that good at first, but we got a strat going. So, yeah, it went pretty good.
Speaking of strategy, are you going to carry that into the later games? Going to change it up?
We're just going to do the same thing. Hopefully no one follows it.
I mean, now all of your competitors have heard you say that, so we might have to discuss strategy a little bit when the microphone gets turned off. Now, finally, for you over here, how does it feel being here, playing in front of this massive audience?
It feels amazing, like it's just a dream come true.
Thank you. And for you over here, you traveled all of this way to just be here, be at the World Cup. Is it surreal? How do you feel about it?
Just an experience. It's really nice.
Yeah, and we love you.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk about that. You guys got to educate me on that. Not sure what that is. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations on taking the first game. Casters, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Llama Record Co., Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex, JJ, and Carterbeck taking the very first match of the Creative Finals, the first match on the stage. I mean, it was an impressive one. They clearly had a strategy they wanted to execute on. It took them a little bit to get there, but over the course of the game, they were consistently accruing points.
Yeah, I should have known last night they were going to do good. Saw them on the hotel lobby. They were hanging out. Literally, as a crew, one of the only creative teams that I saw sticking together like a squad. Should have put them
bandwagon. It took less than one match in an interview, and he was like, oh, yeah, I'm fully on board.
I'm
no
so
problem.
convinced.
It's all good. This set has been so exciting. I mean, who are you looking out for? Who can contest them? And what do you think the next step is to shut them down? They say, hey, we have a game plan. We're going to do the same thing. And I agree. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, stick to that if you're going to keep winning. But what do the other teams do to now make them uncomfortable? How do you go challenge them?
I mean, honestly, we saw a lot of that team play out of the Fishman, right? You wait for your Infinity Blade wielder to come up and then get the team to back them up. You have to work together. And remember, when you catch an elimination, you get so you can help build.
Yes, Matt and the health back, but the first match is done. The second match is kicking off right now, and we will have a pretty good idea of where we're going. I'm excited to see if they can repeat, and now the second match is underway, and right away you can see some players sprinting out, some opting to take some hunting rifle shots, and Lachlan grabs that Infinity Blade and goes straight up. And you can see you can actually make it to the top if you hit the vent, jump, and then jump again. 2 jumps right away. Fish Fam and chicken contenders. God, awful. Chicken champions. Apologies.
Contenders, chicken what? You trying to eat some
Contender defenders,
Let's
chicken
go.
tenders. I know, my fault.
All right, here we are. So this time around, the Sunshine Soldiers actually managed to get some points off the bat. Very good for them, but Little Whip Warriors, same thing we saw. A little bit of the first big step here.
I mean, Ninja, it knows those jumps. He's able to get around incredibly efficient, up to the top right away. But the early tack fights coming out to Toya, able to ruin that one there, but then Tyler back out. And what really is important here is about establishing control as a team. Get your momentum going as Ninja goes up, followed quickly by the Little Whip Warriors. Ninja goes first, gets 1 elim, gets 2 elim as they swarm from both sides. So Ninja was up 2 from the back, 1 from the front. That was a very well coordinated retake.
Love how they did that, and now they're all holding it together. Kaz holding on the backside, keeping these players off the ramp. But it's Gotaga squad who's coming up the top here. It's Chappie, and Gotaga dives right on up into it. And it doesn't matter, he just gets taken right down. This is what you need to do here.
Six eliminations already coming out from them. Top one has on 2 for Ninja with the Infinity Blade, as Taldock is making just a little bit more difficult. But boom, there come the hunting rifle shots, and Taldock is taking shots as well. Out of builds and needs to back up and use his team there, and Gotaga goes straight up.
Oh, they need some builds for their backside because they are getting sniped straight out of that spawn point there. It's Raven's Revenge. They're just kind of gatekeeping at the moment, right? Look at Chappie's like, dude, I can't even go up right now because the team is up there.
It was a good challenge, and he did some damage, but Ninja was all over it. Now already up to 4 elims, opening a 60-point lead, but have to keep an eye on the other parts of the map as the Chicken Champions are doing their best to hold the top but get pushed out. Finally gets taken down, but 5 elims on his first life there as Ninja challenges Magma. Will he be able to clean that one up? Yes, and he does, but Chappie's on the other side. Slam goes down right away, but now we're over on board with your match 1 winners, the Llama Record Co, and they're already slaying out as well. 12 elims for them, but 0 on Hand of Blood, which is actually efficient, assuming he doesn't need the health. Will have the sword regen going through, but he can't use the build. Right? So yeah, other people need him.
He can't build. He also can't get hit right now, so he needs to be careful because he is 1 shot away from getting taken out here. But someone dives right on up. He has to put that pressure down, and it's the Chicken Champion to make a quick end of him. And it's their turn to start accruing points, but no. Chicken Champion leader goes down there.
Good attempted defense from Carnifex, was able to trade out 1, but now we have 2 swords up top. Gotaga and Lachlan just trying to beat each other up, and Gotaga comes out the winner of that one. Other Cuddle Crew team does pick it up there. Just remember, it's 3 points when you're standing in the circle. Uncontested, it has to be the VIP in there. When we hit 7 minutes, there's the 4th circle that is 12 points per second.
This is definitely very intense for Tomaya here, who again has no health. The Funky Fighters are trying to get that dominant lead they had in that game 1. Ooh, knows he's on camera there, gives a little bit of a taunt, and uh-oh, is he gonna challenge? No, he stays back, says, you know what, points are more important right now. He's just focusing in on the points here.
And you can see the Funky Fighters trying to prevent that ramp coming up. It's very efficient to just immediately, as soon as you come out, have 2 team members ramp up into the left or up into the right so you can get up to the first level. However, the Infinity Blade will break that in 1 shot, and you have a ton of rifle ammunition. All of these guys being maxed out on ammo.
Let's see here. These are all the spawn points. You can actually see the banners hanging, so you know if you really want to focus in and kind of shut down a team, you totally can. And Llama Lords are not doing great this game.
No, and this was the double jump I talked about. Ninja goes straight up. That's the first elim. He's going to be able to point his camera, go up, and challenge as soon as the team decides, but instead, going to save that jump to be more impactful. Raven's Revenge is trying to get pushed out right here. Gotaga and crew doing everything they can, but Taldock is going up the back. Chappie gets taken down to elim, and he jukes him out, going straight back up top. Gotaga doesn't have the health to take it. First swing comes through, and Ninja goes down.
Yeah, he just needed another elim to put him back in the game. You got to get that siphon bonus. You don't get the heals. It's really rough. Even if you can do that heal up because, you know, the heal time is kind of slow.
It's very slow. You can see the tick going up there. It's not something that you're going to be able to rely on, particularly when other players are getting the siphon off. If they're the ones trading out the shots, they can quickly change HP, and those are long animations. But look at the challenge. The 3 different teams going up, and now it's just the Fish Fam and the Cutter Crew. Lachlan doing everything he can. Zan goes down, but tries to create a little bit of space. Eats the headshot from Suzu, who disengages.
Cuddle Crew finally getting a couple points here. It's been pretty rough for them so far on this map here. This struggle just a bit. The story has definitely been Ninja's supreme dominance so far. He's doing pretty good right here. And even with no health, says, you know what, I'm not going to give away points. Might as well go for it. He was so close.
Yeah, you can see him calling out the whites there on the sword, knowing they only need a couple more shots to get it as we switch back on over to the Cuddle Crew, who've established themselves there, but are still struggling to kind of get the points. The first time, we're really seeing them all together, but Clydetex immediately gets ripped from the spawn.
Yeah, Lachlan's team needs to represent. There they are, They're finally starting to score it up. He's got a couple of eliminations. You can see X-Sandy here. 16 Elim, so definitely has some Slayers there.
Yo, they need to figure out their game plan because they're getting Elims and putting things together. They have solid numbers. They're just not getting the right kill time. Maybe it's go somewhere else. You don't always have to go to the point that's directly in front of you. Go contest someone, or maybe just go mess with somebody at their spawn. Delay them so they don't rotate towards you. Like a number of times, as you said before, you can see where people are spawning. If you want to go deny a team, you can send somebody to deny them. Just know that player is coming back over and over and over with likely more resources than you.
Every single time. Look at this. The Little Whip Warriors approaching that 400-point mark. And in just 1 minute, that new point capture D will be unlocked in the center of the map.
And while they have a solid lead right now, just under 150 points, that disappears in the blink of an eye. That's about 15 seconds uncontested in that middle hill. That's just how valuable it is. But we saw the shift in gameplay that happened. Everybody tunneled it right away, and then the Fish Fam were able to get back up. But after that, kind of cycled it back in, and the center point became the focus in where the win was taken. And right now, Llama Record Co., you said they were struggling at the start. They're doing fine right now in second place, Monster.
They're definitely creeping their way right back up. They're about to hit that 300-point mark there. Here we have Svenos just on the point by himself right now, waiting for Hand of Blood to come on up, hopefully. And again, no surprise, Ninja and his crew has found himself another point.
And the way they've angled this build is brilliant, because if you come up the steps, you're pushing into somebody's right hand, and on the other side, you're blocked off, as Ninja then just drops down Stewart 0-0-0-0, and he gets picked up with the alley-oop from Gotaga, as Gotaga comes up with Magma. 1, 2, 3. Ravens out of nowhere, but the Little Whip Warriors don't care. They're cutting down in 3, 2, 1. You can already see MSYB is down there. Alex JJ down there. Carnifex down there. They're trying to set up control right away. Llama Record, but the impulses are raining from everywhere.
Hand of Blood really tried to get in there early too, as did every other captain, but it was to no surprise, not effective.
And you can see that the Chicken Champions are committing to the 3 points right now. Little Whip Warriors as well, while contention is happening down in the bottom. No Infinity Blade Wielder is in there, but the steady climb of points coming at the Chicken Champions is going to be beneficial. But also, just like that, Llama Record Co. is a little bit off the pace. They need to get the center uncontested. However, this game, they have a lot more attention on them.
Yeah, but look, Fish Fam's doing the same thing they did last time, just slowly, or actually, sorry, the Chicken Champions have adopted the strategy.
Fish Fam are doing it too. You can see they're getting 3 points there. So there's 2 teams who are just hanging out up top, no problem. All the other teams right now are contesting. Raven's Revenge has control of the of one of the other sides. So every hill is occupied and full controlled by a team, not being contested. Everyone else is looking at the middle.
Yeah, and it's actually working. The Chicken Champions are right behind the Little Whip Warriors right now. They're almost in the lead here. They just have to kind of hold it down. Honestly, the Little Whip Warriors have to identify what platform they're on and go take it.
And this is what happened to them last time. They kind of had a good lead and then stalled out. You need a game plan when the middle platform goes, and you either need to stick to it or, depending on the score, be adaptive. Because right now, Chicken Champions, they're being fine. As long as somebody isn't controlling the middle, they're going to be able to have that lead, and you can send one person to just throw impulses down there over and over. Just be annoying from the top.
Here's Scissors. 6 Elans looking good on this other point, and now he's in the top 3. They weren't even close before, but just by slowly, consistently gaining points here, you can see they're breaking the threshold slowly but surely. And Little Whip Warriors no longer lead.
Yeah, Little Whip Warriors actually unseated the Chicken Champions there from their control point. They're taking it over. They're trying to get it back, so that's a battle right now. But the Funky Fighters out of nowhere, middle hill, and all of a sudden, just like that, into first place, going to pass 700 in just a second. Nope, get pushed out, and now they're back in there. Tomoya going off right now. Llama Record Co. down there and trying to push him out, and you can see they're contesting it over and over again, but they're not getting the points they saw last game, falling off the pace.
Yep. We are slowly just battling for this #1. Chicken Champs kind of overtake it now as well. The Fish Fam not too far either. Everyone's so close here in the top 4. Don't forget, You take a victory, you win 55,000 bonus in prize.
And right now, Suzu is going off. 21 eliminations, and right as I say that, apologies for the caster, Chris, but 21 eliminations from the Belgian. He loves practicing his builds in creative, and is showing it off here with really clever defensive cone edits up there. But right now, Little Whip Warriors are going at it. Tomoya gets the better of Ninja, and he gets cut down. Funky First Fighters then gets sent all over the place thanks to the impulses from above.
I love this strat. He kind of sends out for a second there, just to kind of catch a breather, see if his teammates come back. But unfortunately, the timing was just a bit off. And the Llama Record Company now control the middle point. For how long, we will find out here, as this is their comeback story, because they need these points desperately here. Hand of Blood still alive, just long enough to get a couple of more points. But Scissors is playing the long game here, just eating away at the threshold here at the top.
So Suzu isn't working. I'm assuming they sent him to either watch middle and be their middle control. No, he just came up the backside. There you go. And just like go flying at people as the Kadoku come up in a very well coordinated pitch. Three from the side, and Scissors gets taken down. But the Funky Fresh, oh no!
No, they got stopped.
1 point.
Well, 1 point.
Yo, so if you are the Fish Fam or Little Whip, right now you have to send somebody to stop them. If that Infinity Blade wielder gets out of spawn and goes anywhere for 1 second, they will win. Somebody has to deny him. It is all on Tomoya. Anywhere he goes, it doesn't have to be the beginning. If he touches the middle, a singular, uncontested second will be the victory for them.
These are the final moments here, Sundown. Look at him. He's got a slight grin on his face. He wants to do it. Is this the point that he's going to make it? Here it goes. He takes the stake. He does miss. He's going back for it now. His team's up there. All he has to do is swipe just a couple of times. Can he win this straight? And he does not.
And as you watch, check the points on the right-hand side. Nobody is climbing up by the 12s, and as they did, Llama Record Go gets the control there, but Little Whip contesting them right back. Funky Fresh Tomoya will be back and looking to find it, but the contestant is going for the middle. Here's Tomoya, he knows, just a second in there, a contestant will be enough. Can he get it?
Oh,
no, he doesn't have knocked down. The impulse grenade at the second he landed knocks everyone out. No one's in there. Can he find it? And he does. That's it. His feet touch the ground. The impulse doesn't go off. Tomoya takes it for the Funky Fighters with some brilliant teamwork.
What an intense endgame, too. Get taken out at 999 points. Really, anything can happen in those final moments.
I'm telling you, I love the Sky Station Showdown. Can't wait for more people to start playing. And the Funky Fresh Fighter right there celebrating with his team. You can see them just so excited, so happy. Let's take a look at this final replay. Now, again, we talked about it. The impulse is being a great denial tool. Right there as the player goes down, sent back out, goes in, but misses the jump monster.
He almost had the flashiest ending ever. Just kind of diving in and wrapping it all up. But it was just good enough. Like you said, he only had to stay there for a bit. And even with the impulse bumping him out, that's it.
And I mean, you saw the impulse explosion the second after going off. The team's doing everything they can, but it was not enough to shut down the Funky Fighters. Tomoya, Kutu, Huzi, Drassi is incredibly well done to take the second match of the first set at the Creative Finals.
Yeah, you know what? I am a Funky Fighter rooter and supporter now. I'm rooting for them.
Really?
Well, I can't
really?
do it.
Okay, just gonna bandwagon right after. Yay, the next team who won. I'm their fan, but no, great performance coming out from them. And it's one thing we talked about, right? The adaptation that happens from match to match. Llama Record was like, oh, we're gonna stick to our game plan. That's
yeah, really did it in those end game situations. They really just kind of crept up and snuck the entire competition.
They did, and they were able to make sure they got time in the middle when Little and weren't able to get there. Llama Record and Little Whip were going at it constantly. Funky
yeah. Now they find themselves one step closer to taking the Silver Llama for this set. Because remember, at the end of the day, these are just the games. Now the pressure's on.
The pressure is on, but the Funky Fighters have a little bit of pressure off of their shoulders. They know they've got that top spot. We have Pookie standing by on the top deck with the Pooks. What do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here. Congratulations, guys. First off and foremost. Now, I gotta talk about the moment where you guys said you needed 1 point left to win. What was that like?
I was really nervous. Like, I was just imagining, like, losing with 1 point would be terrible. So we just tried to get 1 more point, and we did it. So
It was definitely devastating. I was screaming in my seat. I heard all the fans in the audience screaming for you guys as well. So going into the next games, what do you guys think your strategy is going to be? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing? Or are you gonna mix it up a little bit?
I think doing what we're doing is fine because first game we got 2nd place, second game we won. So yeah, we're gonna try and do the same thing and hopefully win again.
And hopefully have more than a 1 point buffer, right?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. Now just coming over here to you, what has it been like to be here at the Fortnite World Creative Cup, just playing in front of this audience, you know, hearing everybody cheer for you guys to win? What is that like?
It's fun. That's the only thing I can think of. It's fun. Compete against everyone else, compete with teammates, and just have fun.
Yeah, and have you guys had a chance to play together before? Is this your first time playing together as a team?
I don't hear it, sorry.
Is it your first time playing together as a team?
Yes, first time.
Well, you guys definitely make it look super easy. Thank you all so much for being here. Get your synergy back together. Sundown and Monster, back to you after the death.
Thank you so much, Mookie and the Funky Fresh Fighters. I mean, their game plan has been solid. 2nd place, 1st place. Now, I understand why you might want to bandwagon a little bit, but I'm still going to stick out with the Llama record. But I want to talk about the changes.
Definitely not what I expected. I thought Gotaga's team was going to come out here and crush it right behind the Fish Fam, but as you can see, huge upsets. Anything can kind of go either which way. And I mean, talk about like kind of
Okay, I'll friend you. I will friend you back, but you don't make friends with me, dude. Okay, please, bro, no more freaking double teaming. Asshole. Okay, buddy, you're bad. You're default. The bot, my friend. The bot, actually. Ain't no dogs in the trap for me. All I had to do was spike trap this bot. All I had to do was spike trap this bot. Spike trap this bot. Spike trap this bot. All I had to do is spike trap this bot. Spike trap this bot. Spike trap this bot. Give me those toes. Give me those toes. Give me those toes. Bro, I can't do this all. I can't even fucking do this. Please, for the love alive, please. Everybody go back to a hub. I have something to do, bro. It's very fun. It's not different. It's a dang battle, but you could have go combat, go to y'all, go to everything.
There is Hand of Blood coming directly down. Danya is also up there. We got a three-way battle, but it's four.
even take down that Cuddle Bear. Oh, man.
They're supposed to be the tender defenders, but that was a whole bunch of aggression coming out from them there as they now immediately look and start to take shots. And the Ravens Revenge have now finally been unseated from their three-point game. So a little bit of room to start for the catch-up, but it is utter chaos in Point D as Tomoya gets taken down and the Funky Fighters are still in 8th place.
There's still 55,000 minimal on this game alone here. You want to win this one. Ravens Revenge, can they hold it? Or will Cuddle Crew find themselves a big piece of the pie here? Because we're in New York City, you know, you gotta make points of representation. That's how we're doing it. Here comes Gotaga kind of hopping on overhead. And all right, he wants more points. He's hungry for it.
It's unfortunate they're just clipping off the side as Magma goes down, sitting on 23 eliminations right now. And Gotaga doing his best to find where they want to go up, waiting for his team, but knowing that time is running short since that middle hill is still open to be constantly contested. But the Cuddle Crew catching up with their steady three-point game. But now Gotaga goes up right around the back, able to pick up the Elim, and control is rested.
This is scary because the Cuddle Crew is also getting points right now. So yes, they're getting a lead, but the Cuddle Crew is keeping up. And keeping it very close. They're keeping it very close.
This is what we were talking about. We want to get strategy, something that is the base in your control. They have now walled them off on each side, thrown a cone on top of them, and they have firing angles towards the other two platforms and towards the spawns behind them. Nobody wants to go contest them, but right now, Gotaga, oh, we saw what happened when Scissors did that. Don't count your chickens before they hatch because they're see them hopping up there. No one was at the Ravens Revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that Victory Royale screen pop up when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do, though.
We you know, at some point before the day's over, we really got to recap the other points of a point of view there, because they had it. They were one tick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door, 55,000 away from bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was right there.
And it got taken away, and this is why I love Sky Station Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that is happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game, as you see there in Raven's Revenge, closing it out. Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, Arthur, and Chappie as well. Just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Now I get to say, I was right the whole time. I started off with, Raven's Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, oh my God, let's go with your gut, guys, all right? Raven's Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. Told you.
He's not wrong. They were able to take it there, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Raven's Revenge with Zeke. Zeke, you there, buddy?
There's nothing as much. Fun fact, Monster did in fact say Raven's Revenge would win. I've got your back, Monster. I am here You guys got your revenge. I gotta ask, first question to you, Gotaga. How's it feel to be here in the stadium, the fans, the roar, and be facing off against your peers? What you expected?
Honestly, it's crazy. I have a really strong team. We are learning a lot from our mistakes, and I'm so glad. I don't know.
Somebody's life difficult, you can maximize the fear points, but effectively help your team the most by just denying the other guys and being like, hey, you don't get to play this, and occasionally, if you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait and only pushes forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on another team. And there's so many different layers, and I think when we see the remix for this,
yeah, don't forget, guys, here and home, there's a remix version. We got some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold as the day goes on. That was our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question, too. Monkey Fighters, they had an amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get big prize bonus for that. You win game 2. You kind of flop game 3, depending on where they went.
You guys might die because I have the block around too.
That ends up being really harmful, but luckily there, you're in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalties, in itself. So there's just no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay par. So 4th would have been just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, that'll really break down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there, so they should still be at least in the running, but you can't be not at all.
Stop.
So incredible, and now we're going to go over the mid. We have the results.
No. Okay, yes. No, I don't want it. No, I don't care. No.
They will have the first silver llama, and there he is, throwing it up, and I mean, you gotta be happy for him.
They did it. I thought maybe it wasn't enough, but it
you kind of are like, it's a little, I don't want to say like bittersweet there, but like, all you kind of like get pushed out in the game, you get it, but now the silver llama over there, they realize in the thing, that gives them a leg up for the rest of the competition. If they can win the next match, another team has to win both of them. But such a great job from the Monkey Fighters, sticking 2 plays finishes, one of them being a win.
I actually love this right here. They're all getting together, showing team harmony. They're clearly happy. They take the first set. That's amazing. They're off to the right start, really. They can get another 1 or 2 of those, and this entire creative finals is theirs.
Well, and again, we talked with Tomoya beforehand, and he was like, yeah,
Go to
we're
half
really
the lobby,
confident
I
we can
get
get in the
no
races.
loot.
We want to be on that world run. We know we can do there. We have some and then they turn around and do that?
I was
in showdown?
Yeah, I was just gonna touch it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this wasn't even their strong suit. He did a death run at some point, as when he recruited his people for this creative challenge. So for him to take what might be one of our, you know, toe-to-toe PvP sessions, that's actually crazy. And here's the team standing, Sundown.
Yeah, look at the final team standing. So Llama, Record Code do just get edged out by $1,500 there. The Funky Fighters you can see on the right-hand side. That Silver, Llama rounding it out. You have Raven's Revenge in the top three. Puddle and Little Whip Warriors both at 55, sitting in 4th and 5th. Fish Fam, Sunshine Soldiers, I almost got that one, 6 and 7, and then 8 there are the Chicken Champions, but this is set 1 of 4. There's still tons of creative games to be going on. I mean, it's been so good, and like we talked about earlier, we have a never-before-seen game mode for you guys now. I know we released Prop Hunt. It's something that's kind of similar to that. How many of you guys have played Red Light, Green Light at some point in time, right? You've been there, you've done it. I know, whether it might have been a little while ago. Junkyard Juke is a Red Light, Green Light Prop Hunt version where you will have 2 teams sitting up as guards, 6 teams running. You will rotate through every single one of the rounds, and here you can see how to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself. There are 4 rounds. How do they score?
Yeah, but also, before we get there, you only get to be guard once, and while you're guard, you do not accumulate points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves, so when you are on the prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects that get into the incinerator under the guard tower. So it's actually really difficult, and like you said, it's a hybrid. So red light, green light, slash style. This is a pretty tough game though. We played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder.
So it's something that is just completely different. I don't know how many guys have done There's tons of different things. Let's check out the format and see what these guys, how they're going to go through, what the map looks like, and really get an idea of how the game is played.
Oh my god, you're not good.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite. The latest competitive creative map, Junkyard Juke. This new game builds off the fun of Prop Hunt with a twist. 8 teams will rotate through different corners of the map. 6 teams will transform into props and attempt to make it into the center of the map, while 2 teams of guards try to keep them away. Teams will rotate their roles over the course of 4 rounds, each team getting 1 turn as the guards. Their objective? To defend the incinerator from the other teams, armed only with revolvers and their keen attention to detail. Teams of props will earn points by reaching the incinerator in the central pit. The bigger the prop, the more points. But be careful. Being bigger means you're easier to spot. To keep themselves from getting eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements very carefully. Every few seconds, the guard team will be blinded for a short time, and the center point turns green, giving the props a chance to run for the hills, or rather, the pit. Once a prop reaches the goal, they respawn at their home base to start over, running as many props as they can before the match ends. If a player is eliminated, they also respawn at their home base and need to start the trek all over again. After 4 rounds, each team's points from their prop rounds will be combined, and the team with the most points wins the game. So keep an eye out for those moving bushes, crates,
No matter how much
and
you try, I'm still better
and
than
enjoy
you.
the Junkyard Juke.
4 health.
Thank you so much, Zeke, for that update. That's Junkyard Juke, something that has never before been seen. It looks kind of a little simple, but it's wacky, it's fun. There's a lot of small little minutia that go into it, things you can min-max on, and also there's just a level of ridiculousness that I enjoy so much. Just seeing somebody turn themselves into a literal dumpster and then try and weave their way past, it's a lot of fun.
Let the memes come to life here. That's your favorite.
Oh, you talking about my gameplay again? God, that's so good.
Tournaments and dumpsters, literally. We'll get to see that unfold here as I gotta say, this is a frustrating game mode. It's very difficult. You guys are gonna see why. It is gonna be tough for some of these guys to bring in those big point objects, and that's just gonna be the name of it. Who can score the most here?
Who can score, and how well are you playing defense? How well do you coordinate? Who's watching the right angles? And it's going to be interesting what their strategy after from game 1 to game 2, because there's so many different things they can do. But we are about to have the world premiere of Junkyard Juke. We are getting into set number 2. The Funky Fighters have 1 silver lava. Who will get the second? We now are in to set 2, match 1, and right away you can see Chappa, Gotaga, Magma, and RTA of Raven's Revenge, and then the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja, Taco, Alda, and Maze Kaz taking their shots off. Now, fun fact, the screens are there, you can't see, but you can shoot through them. So don't be afraid to take some shots. I mean, we know the trick shot as well.
Yeah, some people are already shooting. They figured that part out. It looks like Chappie hasn't yet. He's kind of looking. He just blocks. Oh, there it is. Now he's firing through. He's noticed they're not ricocheting off of this curtain here. I can fire right on through. So you want to stop him. You want to force stop him. You want to also kind of memorize the map and the lanes.
And right away you can see as soon as the blinds go down, people go, but the first points are starting to come through as Lachlan is able to get in. And team along the record go also able to get a 10-pointer and then a 5-pointer, falling it directly behind. Oh no, it was another 10-pointer. So we already see some of the props having successful runs.
Look at him go. There it is. You saw a big old truck kind of sneak on by, and these objects are slipping right underneath. But who knows how long that'll last. Here's Scissors. You gotta park it. You gotta stay still. Oh, can he blend it?
And one other thing you can note there, the props will clip the there. So if you see something that isn't sitting perfectly naturally like Scissors was, right there, clipped into it, boom. Got him brilliantly done. Lachlan hits one of those bounce pads that are stuck in there. They will launch you up in the air. But great run coming out from X-Sandy and Tomoya, utilizing the air conditioners to find their way to the end. Bensor and Alex JJ desperately trying to get in. Alex JJ for another 10-point prop. And Hand of Blood gets picked up just before. That would have been a huge swing. But right now, Sunshine Soldiers in first place.
They are finding their rhythm here. Sunshine Soldiers taking the lead right now. This is a hard game mode to break free in because you got to think about it. These guards are not playing around. They are shooters, right, at heart. And at the end of the day, if something looks off, something looks hot, like this white vent right here, you're just going to get popped. So you got to be careful here. And there it is. Nice job of the breaks here. And, oh, he hits one of those trapdoors. Let's talk about that Sundown.
So you can actually see it. There is the little tiny springs. They launch up with a couple that can be chained into each other. But if you are one of those bigger objects and you get sent up, you are just literally flying garbage.
Yeah. But, you know, it would be too easy if we didn't lay traps around, right? So, you know, got to kind of spice it up for the people that are turned into props, too.
So you can also actually, the people who are turned into props, there's one pathway where you can chain 2 of them together. So if you can get there, you almost lay directly in front of it. So as long as you time it correctly, you can use them slightly to your advantage, but most of the time they're a little bit more annoying. And boom, you can see that rusted truck going in. And now the Funky Fighters pulling out another lead, 60 points so far.
And this is something important to note, guys. You have to get it into the incinerator, fully processed before the timer counts down, or else your point will not be processed.
On the min-maxing, what we mean by that is maximizing your efficiency. So if you were to get the most points possible, you run only 10 points the entire time. Not only because they're worth more, but they take less time to sort because they're the first one that goes through. The two-point props are able to run, I don't want to say relatively easier, but much easier compared to a dumpster and a card, particularly because you have cover. With that being said, take about an extra 3 to 4 seconds to sort, so it makes it that much less efficient, plus being only 20% of the point value.
That's right, so Clytax there goes a big object. Achin and Zond over here, smaller objects. They're kind of blending right into all of the dumpster trash, clearly harder to track down and kind of, I guess, the clutter here.
Exactly. You want things, or you want something. You want to find a path for an object that you can take all the time. So you notice how there's a section 4 or 5 rusted cars. Grab a rusted car and go park yourself in those. Because yes, the guy knows. Oh, there's a bunch of rusted cars there. So he goes back up. There's still a bunch of rusted cars there. I'm good. Next thing you you know the prop walks his way up. You can also, as you're running, walk rotation. So if you hit your crouch button whenever you have that bounce, whether you're playing on controller, iPad, PC, all of them end up completely stopping. So it will set you totally naturally, just like what you would see.
And this is also those moments, right, when you're in the guard. Oh, someone spotted there, popped him. Tomoya, nice job seeing something out of the ordinary. But notice, he gets an elimination on the object. You don't earn points for that. So it's just your job to stop everything. Every kind of points, so don't break away with the lead. When you're in the guard tower, you can't allow rush to score, and you're not scoring.
Which can end up being very interesting if the team in the lead, which generally happens because you have 3 chances to score, is shooting last round. Right, because that is all about how good are your pressure. And one other thing you can see, starting to fire through the screens, very well done for them, picking up an elim there. But right now, Kodoku already wresting the lead away. All 3 of them sitting there at 60, but they're 5-point processes, and it goes through as 2 more dumpsters throw themselves into the fray.
Yeah, and that's because the Funky Fighters cannot earn points here in the guard round. The Sunshine Soldiers using this opportunity once again to just break away even closer to take the lead. And the Chicken Champion can't earn anything.
I love that from him. Himself behind the box, and you see his hands. He's like, please make sure it's not there. And then boom, gets the point, gets a nice little selfie going in. And you can see all of them getting sorted there. Another way, I'm all about the min-maxing. Point your camera towards the end. You go just a little bit faster.
Sundown pulling off the straps. The question is, can our competitors figure it out?
To get all the way through and sorted on the point as the rest of the denial comes through, and we're going to rotate the guards up again.
Yes, so we will have some new guards take their place. This is honestly Chicken Champion's opportunity to start scoring some points and hopefully close up the gap here. The Sunshine
Yo, don't shoot at me,
Soldiers
don't
are
shoot at
now
me, don't shoot
the
it.
bottom layer of the guard tower, and the Fish Fam
Hello?
are at the top. So
Yo, calm down, calm down, calm down,
My
calm down.
eyes are on the Funky Fighters right now. They are.
Wait, hold on, so you
very
can't hear
close,
me?
And on top of that, they're the team
So you
with the
can't,
silver
hello,
comp.
can you hear me?
As we've talked about, they
Alright,
are so
do you have a
incredibly
mic?
close, doing everything they can to push towards the top.
Do you want to play duos?
See, they got a lot of duos too in the round where they were playing defense, so not a ton of scoring
Alright, I'll
going
add
past
you,
them,
hold
only
on.
35 points off the pace, but what I'm shocked about right now is
Okay,
there
thank
is
you.
nobody
I
running two-way
I
drops
added you.
at
Just
all.
if you
Zero.
press
Tomoya's a genius.
like
He
go
was
to
already
friends,
spotted
and
out for the statue.
you'll see my
He
friend
kinda
invite.
hit over to the side and
friend
said, you know
request.
what, I gotta
Alright,
wait here. I
cool
can't park
J.
the statue on the open.
Wait,
He's
hold
gonna
on,
hunt
hold on.
for
What's
me.
your regular?
Exactly what he does. Kind of sits it over on the
There's,
side there, and that's how he earns himself another point. So they're actually playing very, very smart here, and that's why they've been doing so good at these competitions.
I think the guards need to be slightly more aggressive. There's it's unlimited ammunition. You can't run out.
Oh.
If you
No.
think something is suspicious,
Alright, I'm
you just
leaving.
want to take
I'll
a shot at
invite
it,
you.
shoot your shot. Yeah. What's the worst case that happens? You